Hi. Probably the most commonly spoken, discussed topic on social media or pretty much anywhere, or even at personal meetings as Tesla drivers, is range and state of charge at arrival at the destination. I'm learning that there is many factors in this, the style of driving, if it's raining or not, and most importantly, if you have a head or tail wind. So this morning we left Brisbane heading towards Maryborough, where we'll be charging, and we left home and it was showing 14%. So as we left, it was showing 14%, and now as we keep driving, we've only done maybe not even 30 kilometers and the range jumped to 23%. This tells me that we are probably having help of a tailwind, whereas we did this drive a week ago and the range kept changing, the state of charge kept changing but dropping. Actually, when we got to Maryborough we had much less than predicted when we started the journey. So tailwind, rain or not, your style of driving, if you accelerate trucks or something, and if you keep reaching like over 120 kilometers an hour, then of course it will be a different state of charge at the end. I'm sure many of you prepare for your trip. It's a wise and a good idea, a wise thing to do, to check PlugShare for especially DC chargers wherever you are headed, and to see what most recent check-ins they were describing whether it was charging or not. So if you are heading towards the destination charger or DC charger that hasn't been used for a month or two, then be prepared for slower charging. So it's always a good idea to consider slower charging, so give yourself more time for Tesla red one. So give yourself more time for charging with the UMC 10 or 15 amp if you can. Now it's actually at 24%, so 10%, the state of charge at destination predicted one, has jumped up, mostly I believe because of tailwind. There's no other condition that could affect this so much. And one more credit I would like to give is for navigation. We notice lately more and more that if there is a traffic jam and Google Map shows red or purple or burgundy areas on the map, and it depends how you have that set. If you set it there, how many minutes, if your arrival at the destination is like, if you save more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can set it there. It will actually redirect you around traffic jams. We learned about this recently, yesterday, on the trip from Brisbane to Gold Coast. There was a major traffic jam where Gateway Motorway merges to M1, and it beautifully directed us away from that spot, and we saved at least 10 minutes at our arrival. So beauty of technology on wheels with over-the-air software updates, absolutely brilliant. Originally we thought we would have arrived in Maryborough with 24%, and it was pretty consistent until we got to Tiaro Memorial Park, or even just somewhere there in Tiaro, where we noticed a queue of kilometers of cars that were completely stationary. And this area, as you can see, it's still very, very busy, so I suspect there has been some accident and the traffic came to a complete stop. Just to my bridge. Wow, this is amazing. One lane bridge, fantastic. We came to a point in Tiaro somewhere that the traffic was so bad it was stationary. I think maybe due to some accidents, so we are finding a bypass or a detour, and I hope it's a sealed road all the way to Maryborough. If this is your first time on this channel, guys, feel free to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button here somewhere, and YouTube will be notifying you of our future updates. One last thing I'll mention, Autopilot 1 in this case, this is 2015 Model S, behaves like a quite mature driver. There is no jerking or no jittery steering wheel movements, so it's it's pretty smooth, and I have driven autopilot 2 and 2.5, and I still find AP1 as a mature driver, especially also because of adjusting speed limits and so on. So I'll leave it at that. I'll see you in the next video.